Hello, podcast listeners. We know podcasts are a great way to catch up on a program that you may have missed on KSJE, and it's provided as a free service of this radio station. But you know, KSJE is now listener-supported, and so while you enjoy this podcast, we hope that you'll also take some time to join KSJE. Become a member today. It's quite easy to do. Just go to our website at ksje.com/support and pick the level of support that best matches your budget. Thanks again for listening. Here's your podcast. KSJE is supported by San Juan Regional Medical Center, your community hospital with a rich heritage that dates back to before New Mexico was a state. We've been improving the health of the Four Corners since 1910. As a nonprofit hospital, San Juan Regional Medical Center is a values-driven organization. We strive to deliver on our mission to personalize health care and create vitality and enthusiasm in healing. We are here for you when you need us, offering a comprehensive range of inpatient, outpatient, and emergency care services. I want to turn to my guests who are here with me in the studio this morning, and joining us here to talk a little bit about dancing with Farmington Stars. We have two of the professional dancers. Andrew is here. Andrew Grenowitz is here. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. How you doing?
I'm well, thank you. Thank you for being here. Yeah. And also, Leander Kung is here. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Scott.
Good to have you here as well.
Glad to be here.
Thank you both for coming in and talking a little bit about this. You are both members of the Utah Ballroom Dance Company, and so you were telling me you were just in Arizona, and now you're here in New Mexico.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so give me an idea of what your week is like. So you just got in last night, and today you'll start rehearsing with the dancers, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we
and meet them, I guess, too, because you haven't met them yet.
No, I've only know their names via email. So
right.
Yeah. So our week is pretty relaxed this week, which is nice. We rehearse every evening, starting tonight through Friday, and then our show is on Saturday. Before that, we are also working with some young dancers in the community. So we have a kids piece that we're putting together that we've arranged with one of the dance studios in the area, and then we also have our own rehearsals that we do. Where we are a ballroom dance company, so we're continually working on our own craft and our own skill.
Right.
So we have technique classes during the day, so that we can stay on top of our game, so that when we're teaching the stars.
Got it. And so the show this Saturday is a mix of the amateur dancers. They'll do a couple numbers or one number with you all, and then the professional dancers. You all will actually do almost an entire half of the show, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
That's how it works?
The first half of the show is the Dancing with the Stars portion.
Right.
Where you will see us professionals teach your local stars how to dance, and that is their part of the show. And once that, then you will have an intermission, and then we do our portion. And so during the week, we are preparing for our portion as well to make sure it's the most awesome show you see all year.
Right, and it really is quite the show. And I should mention to our audiences that I was part of this event the first year that it came to Farmington. So that's maybe 3 years ago or so. Mm-hmm. And I will show for the people who are watching us my great performance photo in my sailor suit.
Look at that.
How about that? Right there, that is poetry in motion, isn't it?
It really is.
Can you tell?
You can just see the line.
Yeah,
the technique.
The something.
Yeah,
yeah.
There is something happening on that stage.
There is something definitely happening, and I think I forgot to smile. That was something that one of the judges pointed out.
The important thing is that your partner smiled, and
right.
You know, I don't know how many people are looking at you versus looking at her.
Well, that's true. That's very true. Well, anyway, but it is a fun time, and it's a great show for the audience, too. And we are raising money for nonprofit organizations, for charity, which is another great thing that we're doing, right?
Yeah, every star is representing a charity, so people will have the opportunity to give to those charities during the week, and at the actual event, they will have the opportunity to give. The charities will be present at the event during intermission and before the show, so it'll be a really great opportunity to get some visibility for those charities.
Right. So we've invited some of the amateur dancers to join us this morning.
Oh,
and so
wonderful.
I'd like to welcome them into our studio here, since this is
Hi.
on camera. But we
guys.
have Liesl Dees and Police Chief Stephen Hebby who are here, who are both going to be some of the dancers, and we have some other folks waiting on the phone. So stand by, folks who are on the phone. But Liesl, welcome.
Yay.
Let me have you join us here, and go ahead and climb into the chair.
All right.
And we'll get ready. And Chief, stand by, because we'll go to you next. But Liesl Dees is here, the director of the Community Learning Center here at San Juan College. And Liesl, good morning.
Good morning, Scott. I had the easiest walk upstairs. All I needed to do
You
was
did.
come from the first floor and come over here.
That's true. And so you are one of the dancers.
I am.
And you look very prepared, ready to go. Can't wait. You were
I
telling
can't
me,
wait. I'm
right?
excited. I only said yes because 5 other people said yes, and I looked at those 5 people and said, hey, we're going to have fun.
Right.
That's
very
So-
true. So tell us
Yeah.
about your charity. You'll be dancing for.
I am dancing for the Martin Luther King Day of Service, and I came dressed.
You've got your shirt on there,
show
right?
this.
Exactly, right? And there, look, wow.
Yeah.
She's both
Okay.
sides. She's showing us.
Yeah, well, Steve came in his T-shirt today.
Yeah,
Too, but
right.
That's a little different.
Exactly.
So, the Martin Luther King Day of Service started 2 years ago here in Farmington, and we started as an idea from some friends who moved from Philadelphia. And this is something that happens all around the country on the Martin Luther King holiday every year. Excuse
Right.
me. And we've done it for 2 years now. The first year we expected 50 people, we got 100. The second year we planned for 200 people, we got 250.
Incredible. Wow.
So we would like to keep growing this. We ambitiously called ourselves the Four Corners Annual Day of Service. We've been primarily Farmington. We had one Aztec site this year, and I would love to create some seed money to keep this going. One of the hats that I wear in my day job as the director of the Community Learning Center is we oversee the Volunteer Center at San Juan College. And the Martin Luther King Day of Service is separate. This is what I do as Liesl Dees private citizen.
Right.
But volunteering matters in our community. And over again, I am so impressed with our community and how they show up. We had an amazing day this year. And I would love to see people who just want to encourage volunteering. So if that's something near and dear to your heart, feel free to reach out to me. You can find me on social media. You can find me here at the college. And love to hear from you and love to encourage volunteering in general.
Okay. Very good. And do you know what dance you're going to be dancing yet, Liesl?
I'm disco.
Yeah.
Disco.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Okay.
fun.
Really fun one.
All
It's neither
right.
one that we do, but you have an amazing partner.
Okay.
He's
All
really
right.
excited.
There you
All
go.
right.
Well, good luck. Rehearsals start tonight.
They start
That's
tonight.
what I understand.
6 o'clock.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
We'll
Yep.
see you there.
Thank you.
All right, Liesl, thank you very much for stopping by.
All
We're going to
right.
go to the phones and see who has been patiently waiting on the phones with me this morning here. So stand by 1 second, and let's see who this is. Good morning. You're on KSJE.
Hey, Scott, it's Dave.
Hey, it's Fire Chief Dave Burke is on the phone. So welcome. Chief, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am good. So you're all set to go tonight to start your rehearsals?
That's very relative. That's all perspective. Drew.
That's all relative. All right, Chief. Well,
I love the enthusiasm.
there you go. What dance are you going to be doing, Chief? Do you know?
Yes. MC Hammer, you can't touch this.
Ooh.
MC Hammer, you can't touch this with Chief Burke, and the face of the police chief tells us the story. I think. Okay, all right. And what charity, Chief Burke, are you going to be raising money for?
San Juan Center for Independence.
The San Juan Center for Independence, another great charity. Okay, very good. And so, well, congratulations and good luck to you. Do you have any? You want to ask the professional dancers here any words of advice, Chief?
Oh, I think they'll have plenty of opportunity to try and cure my 6 left feet.
Your 6 left feet. That can't
That's
be
a lot
true.
of that's a lot of feet. That's
That-
a lot of feet that
that-
we'll have to deal with.
that's
But I
true.
think we could do it.
But that's true. Well, Chief, thank you so much for calling in this morning. We can get Police Chief Hebby over in the chair here to talk a little bit about his appearance. And I know you two have been going a little bit back and forth, haven't you, in social media circles?
Oh, no. Nothing but love.
Nothing but love, he says, Chief Hebby. But let's bring you into the conversation here. And you ready to go up against your fire chief colleagues?
Well, I think David's going to do great. I'm proud of of Chief Burke for diving in. This one's a little beyond both our comfort zones. Give us a gun or a fire hose. I think both of us are comfortable. Give us dance music. I think we're a little less comfortable.
I gotcha. Okay. Interesting. Well, again, Chief Burke, thanks for calling in this morning. We'll let you go, but thank you so much.
Thanks, Scott. Have a good day.
All right, you too. Very good. And stand by. So, Chief Hebby, what dance are you going to be doing this year? Do you know?
So I think I am the cha-cha to Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Such a great routine.
Seems. Is that typecasting? I don't. What is that, Chief?
Right,
I don't know. Have you been typecast? What does that mean?
I'm not really sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I was trying to remember the Thriller video. I think I probably can.
You can do that
a little bit.
Look at that.
I don't know about the cha-cha stuff. I think we're just going to try and hang on for 15 rounds.
There you go.
And see if we can cover up.
That's your goal.
And absorb it. And if we can, we've won the fight.
Okay.
That's really the way we're viewing it.
There you go. All right. It's kind of like the 7 seconds on a horseback or something.
Well, exactly.
Right?
That's right.
Okay. That's all you need.
That's all I need.
Just hang on.
My people are going to be in my corner and just cover up, and if I can just roll with the punches, I don't think we're going to counter. I think we're just going to absorb.
Okay,
so
I see. I got you.
I think we'll be okay.
All right, very good. And he's a natural, don't you guys think?
I think so. I mean, he's got the moves. I see the.
He's
Right.
already done part. He already
Ka.
knows part of his dance already.
He's got it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's true. And Chief, what charity are you dancing for?
Children's Hope Foundation.
Nice. Yeah.
Which is a good one here that supports families of kids that are sick and have to go outside of San Juan County for treatment. So they go to Albuquerque, Phoenix, Denver, and that is a great financial hardship on those families. And this foundation, which is a good one I've supported now for the last number of years, provides money for transportation and offsets some of the wages that families lose when their kids are so sick. So in such a terrible moment in a family's life where their child is so sick they don't know if their child's even going to live, this is one less thing that they have to worry about, and it's a great charity, and Debbie Jocelyn does just a great job with it. So
Very nice. Helps a lot of people. Helps a lot of families.
Helps
I
a
know.
lot of local families,
Yes.
that are in need. So.
Right, very true. We're getting a message on Facebook this morning. Chief says your PIO is going to throw fruit at you. So I'm not sure. They just redecorated the Civic Center. I don't know if they want rotten fruit being thrown at the performers.
Well, I'm not sure, but the mystery to that, though, really, Scott, is I don't have a PIO anymore.
I see.
Georgette has moved on.
She has moved on. Do you
this
think
is maybe some phantom?
is she having a hard time letting go?
Oh, I think she's having a hard time letting go.
I see.
You work for the best boss. What can you say?
Wow. I predict more comments on our Facebook page in just a few moments, Chief, but it should be a fun time.
I'm a better boss than dancer, so let's put it that way.
Right.
There you go. Okay, so the guys know that. Perfect. Well, Chief, I appreciate you stopping by.
Hey.
I know you're a busy guy, but thank you very much. We're looking forward to seeing you on the stage on Saturday.
Yes, I'll be there.
Okay, that's what you
The
say
show's
to that.
happening whether you like it or not. It's happening.
I see the train.
The show must go on.
I
Absolutely.
look forward to seeing you guys tonight.
Yeah, we'll see you tonight.
All right,
Can't
very
wait.
good. Chief Stephen Hebby, who's joining us here in the studio, and thank you very much, Chief. And we've got a few more folks on the phone to talk a little bit about their performances. Thank you both very much, Chief Steve Hebby and Liesl Dees. Let's see who else is going to be joining us here on the phone. Good morning, you're on KSJE. Who is this?
Hi, Scott. This is Tina.
Hey, Tina, how are you? This is Tina Pacheco-White from the First Tee organization. Good morning.
Good morning.
And so thank you for calling in this morning. And are you excited about this opportunity?
I am getting excited. I have waves of anxiety, but I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it now.
Understood. Let me ask our professional dancers here. What do you do with dancers who have waves of anxiety? Is there any advice you have?
Well,
Is it take rehearsing? Once they rehearse, then the anxiety
Yeah.
goes away, hopefully?
I think hopefully a lot of it, is like the anticipation of starting because we haven't even begun yet. But the
Right.
beauty of what we do is that our job as the professionals is to carry you through the week and sometimes through the dance. So, we're here and we're holding on and we're going to be your best friends for the whole week. So you can just lean on your pro and they're going to take you through the week and the show, and you have nothing to worry about. We are very well prepared.
It is part of our job to make sure you look good, so you do not need
That's
to worry
true.
about that.
And I don't know if you saw Tina, but they made me look good, and I was wearing a sailor suit, so that's really hard to do. But I think it's true. The professionals do help cover up a lot of a lot of problems that the amateurs may have. So, and they really help you through it. I think it's amazing. After a week of rehearsals, you wouldn't think, but after a week, you pretty much know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Up there. Tina, what charity are you dancing for this weekend?
I'm dancing for the First Tee of San Juan County, and the First Tee is a youth development program that teaches life skills, and we use the game of golf. However, it's a lot bigger than the game of golf. So we've got programs at local elementary schools, Sycamore Park, Boys and Girls Club, and we have a great relationship with the Special Olympics, just really focusing on leadership skills this year. So I'm really excited to be able to share that information with this audience. So it's great.
Another great program, again, so that's wonderful. And we've talked about that on this program before, too, the great work that the First Tee program does. And you're right, it goes much, much beyond the sport of golf. And so it's a great thing, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
We're looking forward to it. We'll see you on stage on Saturday.
Okay, thanks, Scott.
All right. Oh, and Tina, before I let you go, do you know what dance you're doing?
I do. It's called the Quick Step.
Okay.
I don't know what that means, but I've watched Dirty Dancing about 4 times since I found out I was doing this. So
okay.
Kind of
great research. I love it.
There you go. Is that good, guys?
Yeah, I mean, it'll give you something. Yes, your dance is a little different than Dirty Dancing, but it'll give you a good idea, I'm sure.
You're in the ballpark, Tina.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, great.
You're on the fairway. How's that? I'll do a golf reference.
There we go.
Thank you, Tina, for calling in. Good luck.
You bet.
Okay. Bye-bye. Our program this morning, we are talking about dancing with Farmington Stars, and it's on stage at the Farmington Civic Center this Saturday, everybody. We've asked some of the local dancers to call in because we have 2 professional dancers in the studio with us this morning. Andrew Grenowitz is here, and also Leander Kung, both members of the Utah Ballroom Dance Company, who are in town all week long to start rehearsing with our local dancers. And we have another caller here on KSJE. Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning. This is Jamie Church calling in.
Jamie Church from the Farmington Chamber of Commerce. Very good. How are you this morning, Jamie?
I'm doing great this morning. How are you doing?
I'm great because I'm not having to dance later on this week, so I'm just thrilled. But I know you are excited to get on stage and show what you can do.
Oh, I just can't wait.
Your voice isn't really selling that, Jamie, but okay.
Oh.
Yeah, what dance are you doing?
My message, I'm wearing my dancing shoes to work today.
She did.
I know, I need to break them in. I am doing the salsa. That is my dance. So I know. I've never salsa'd in my life, so it'll be a show for sure.
But come on, Jamie, you've eaten salsa, so that's got to count for something.
Yes, I do.
Right?
I like salsa.
Yeah, so there you go. You're halfway there.
No, it's going to be great, and I've loved listening to everybody else call in and talk about their charities they're dancing for. I'm dancing for, of course, the Child Haven Foundation and the work they do for abused and neglected children here in the Four Corners region. So, a
great charity, and of course, one that you have a very fondness in your heart for, we know, and so that's wonderful. And so, let me ask our professionals here for the salsa. Anything Jamie needs to remember when she's dancing the salsa on stage?
She just needs to remember to smile because it's a really fun dance. It's a really fun song.
There's a lot going on, though, right? A lot of moving parts.
A lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I'm hoping all the fringe on the dress will help hide all of my mistakes.
Oh, no. You'll be making no mistakes, I'm sure.
No mistakes. See,
you have an amazing partner, and he's very, very prepared to get those hips shaken. So you can just start moving those hips now.
There you go.
You'll be ready to go.
See?
I'll just do that while I walk around at work in my dance shoes. I'll just all day.
And I know I saw that you bought your own dance shoes. She did go out and buy shoes, so she's ready to go, and she's wearing them. And you are wearing them to work today to break them in, so she'll be all ready to go. See, she's committed.
Sure, they're ready. I am committed. That's my strategy. Break my shoes in.
Right, step 1.
There you go.
No, it's going to be fun. I think everybody's really looking forward to it. So, great show, and everybody who's dancing is it's going to be a fun group. So I can't wait to start rehearsing tonight.
It will be a fun group, and I'll remind you that you said you're looking forward to rehearsing tomorrow.
Yes, I remember. Yes.
Okay, great.
It's on recording.
I said it.
You did say it. It's on the air. That's true. Well, wonderful. Have a great time, Jamie. Thanks for calling in this morning.
Thanks. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's Jamie Church, the president of the Farmington Chamber of Commerce, who is just one of the local stars in the Dancing with Farmington Stars coming up at the Farmington Civic Center this Saturday, everybody. Tickets are available, and we have another caller who's on the line, so let's see who this is. Good morning. You're on KSJE. Who's this?
Good morning. This is Sherry Sipe.
Commissioner Sipe from the city of Aztec. Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Well, very well, thank you. And congratulations on being part of this great event on Saturday. Do you know what dance you're dancing?
Yes, I'm dancing the waltz.
The waltz. Nice. A great classic dance and excellent. And are you a dancer? Do you dance waltzes very often, Commissioner Sipe?
Oh, no.
You don't waltz around the office during meetings?
I don't waltz around the office or during the commission meetings, no.
No? Okay. Well, maybe you'll start after this.
Yeah, maybe so. But I love to dance, and I'm looking forward to learning the waltz, and I think this is going to be so much fun.
I bet it will be. And you do like to dance, so you just don't dance the waltz, but you dance other dancing then, other dance steps.
Yeah, I like the country and western dance.
Little two-step
action there. The waltz is a little bit different.
Just a little.
I know.
Yeah.
Just a little.
It's more like a four-step than a two-step.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
See?
Right.
And Commissioner Sipe, what charity are you dancing for this week?
I am dancing for Northwest New Mexico Seniors.
Wonderful charity. Great. They do a lot of great work in San Juan County, don't they?
Yes, they do. They feed a lot of seniors. Their basic goal is to get nutritious, balanced meals out to seniors and provide that for them, not only in the senior centers, but they home deliver meals, and it's a great program for our seniors.
Great. And it's part of I believe they're connected with the Meals on Wheels program, are they not?
It's not called Meals on Wheels. It's just called Home Delivered.
I'm sorry. Okay, but it's the same concept.
But it's the same concept.
Yeah, perfect.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
A great program, and thank you for dancing for them. And are you excited about starting the rehearsing tonight? I
am. I'm looking forward to seeing all my competitors,
right?
All the other dancers, and I think it's a good group, and I'm excited and nervous at the same time.
Well, that's a good way to be on a Monday, I think, and then you'll be more confident as the week goes on. I think is how it works.
Right. I hope so.
Wonderful. Well, Commissioner Sherry Sipe, thank you for calling in this morning. I appreciate it very much, and good luck.
You bet. Thank you.
You are welcome. Bye. That's Sherry Sipe, City Commissioner for the Aztec City Commission, calling in, one of the 6 local dancers who will be taking the stage this Saturday for Dancing with Your Farmington Stars. And we also have a couple of tickets to give away. So we want to do that before we go into our break. And then I'll come back with our professional dancers who will be talking with me more about their part of the show, which is another whole reason to go, to see their great dance moves as well. But if you'd like to go, we'd like you to go on us on KSJE, so give me a call here. The phone number is 505-566-3909 to win a pair of tickets to go check out Dancing with Your Farmington Stars this Saturday at 7 p.m. at the Farmington Civic Center. 505-566-3909 is the number to call, so call us and win a pair of tickets. And we'll be back with more here on KSJE in just a moment. The time right now is 8:34. This program is supported by San Juan Health Partners Urology, providing a wide range of personalized services for the whole family, including children. Our caring professionals are dedicated to helping meet your urology health needs with skill, experience, and service you need. For a complete listing of our services and to learn more, visit sanjuanhealthpartners.com or call 505-609-6300. San Juan Health Partners Urology, a division of San Juan Regional Medical Center. I'm Scott Michlin, and my guests on the radio this morning from the Utah Ballroom Dance Company. They are in town getting ready for Dancing with Your Farmington Stars, and that is happening this Saturday here at the Farmington Civic Center. We just gave away 2 pair of tickets to listeners who are listening this morning, so congratulations to them, and we hope they enjoy the show. But here in the studio with me is Andrew Grenowitz, who is with the Utah Ballroom Dance Company. Good morning once again.
Good morning once again, Scott.
Thank you for being here. And also with us, too, is Leander Kung, who is here. Good morning to you.
Good morning again to you, Scott.
And again, we've met all 6 of the celebrity dancers, right? The local dancers who will be here. And so are you guys excited to see what they can do?
Oh, so excited. It's like the best part of the job.
Right.
I love the first rehearsal, meeting everyone, seeing them all nervous, and then seeing them at the end of the week, how confident they are, or not confident, but more confident than they were on the first day.
Sure. 'Cause everyone's a little nervous on the first day, right? And you guys don't really know what their skill sets are. So you're trying to evaluate them as well to kind of see what you need to work on with them, I suppose, right?
Right, exactly. Because it's a mix of. So Leander does a lot more teaching than I do.
Right.
Because I MC the show, so I don't do a lot of the in the week work. I do a lot of the show day stuff.
Right.
But when he's teaching, their job is to not only teach them the steps, but also help them learn just how to dance. And Leander can talk more
Gotcha.
about
Leander,
that.
talk to me a little bit about that. How do you evaluate a new dancer and kind of figure out how to help them with their number? Because the numbers are already set, right? So
Yes, the numbers are set, but we, as professionals, we have the ability to make adjustments based on each dancer. Because ultimately, our job is to make sure that they look amazing on the floor, and we do our best to bring their personalities out,
right,
and to come up with portions of the dance that can showcase their personality. From my perspective, this is not. It is. I'm not just teaching one of your stars how to dance. This is also a show for an audience that people are paying tickets to go see.
Right. True.
So not only do they learn how to dance, they will also learn how to perform.
Right.
And this is all part of the process. No matter what skill level, we bring out the best in performing and the dancing.
Very cool. And of course, part of the show too is that you all are professional dancers, and so you have the whole second half of the show, right? Doing with and how many are in the troupe that's touring with you? How many other professional dancers are there?
Yes, there are 10 of us total.
Okay.
So it's a small little group of us.
That's not too small though, because when you all get on the stage together and you're swinging around there, that takes the whole stage up. So,
yeah, absolutely.
So you have, it's not necessarily everybody dancing at the same time. It's individuals or solos and duos and things like that, right?
Yeah, so it's a mix of full group, small group, solos. It's a very well crafted show that has been developing over the past 10 years. So we've got it down to a science at this point.
And the sets and the lighting and the effects, I mean, it's all part of the show, right? And for the amateur dancers and the professional dancers. Right?
Yeah. So we bring it all. We have all of our equipment in a van and a truck, and we carry it around the country with us and
set it up, tear it down, set it
we
up,
load
tear
it in,
down.
do the show, and so it's all about, like Leander was saying, giving the stars and the audience an experience that they'll never forget. So that's why we have lights and sound, and we provide them with costumes, and we do the whole shebang so that they can have this event to be like, that was my time. And
right. I was a little disappointed when you told me that the sailor suit has not been retired.
That
I wore.
It's such a good suit, though, Scott.
It's you
pull it off really well. I mean, I must say.
Thank you for that. Yeah, but I don't know if it'll be seen in this year's show.
No,
not this year.
Yeah, because
you've got different dances.
Right. So this year is music icons. That's the theme.
Right.
So not a lot of sailors in the music icons.
Not too many. No, that's true.
Dais, but
it's the YMCA guys or something. I don't know, but other than that, there's not much.
No, right. Exactly. Yeah. So we got a lot of big hair, a lot of sparkly dresses.
And that's just for the guys. Just kidding.
Yeah, exactly.
No, just kidding. But it's going to be a great show. And so it's going to be a little different. So if folks have gone to this in the past, they're going to see different musical numbers and different themes and different costumes.
Right.
And certainly different dancers. So that's what's exciting. Now, do you each of you have a favorite dance that you like to perform in front of an audience?
I can go first.
Okay.
I think one of the stars had mentioned that she watched Dirty Dancing about 4 times to prepare
to get ready.
To get ready.
Yeah.
That so the theme for the pro show is Hollywood. So we are performing numbers inspired by music from movies that people will recognize.
Okay.
And I have always wanted to perform the mambo in Dirty Dancing, and that is actually one of our numbers. So that is my favorite.
So we will see that.
We will see a mambo from Dirty Dancing.
Okay. Yeah. Very good. And Andrew, do you have a favorite? You're the MC, so how much dancing do you get to do? Do you get to do a little bit?
So so I am in the second half of the show, cleverly disguised.
Yeah.
So but this in the second half of the show, I'd have to say my favorite to perform is Marilyn. It's more of a Broadway jazz number than it is any other ballroom style. And that's my background, so I get to utilize what my background in that, which is so fun, and like perform, and it's funny, and we lift her in the air, and so much fun.
And that's a lot of, I think people don't realize how physical ballroom dancing can be in some cases. I mean, it's great exercise for one thing. I have a sister who does this every weekend in the Phoenix area, and so she loves it because it's great exercise. It's like a workout, really, and I'm sure the stars are going to learn that this week as they hit rehearsals and use a lot of muscles that maybe you haven't used in a while.
We always ask them in the interview, how are you feeling physically? And depending on their level of activity, we do have a lot of creaky bones and sore muscles from just doing things that they don't do on a regular day-to-day basis.
But you do work around that too, right? Because I know even in my experience when I was rehearsing and I had to lift my partner and she did a lot of the work, because it really wasn't that difficult for me to lift her or swing her around or do what I had to do. And as you rehearse, you kind of learn how to do that the correct way, which I thought was amazing.
And
it looked really cool on stage.
It takes you have certain amounts of training of how to do those lifts, and it does take a special skill set to be able to adjust that for someone who hasn't done lifts before, and how to figure out how to make those lifts look good.
Exactly.
But it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you'd be surprised of how, like, just giving people exercises, how much progress you can make in a week.
Right.
If you've never been able to squat, just doing some squats throughout the week, you'll be ready to do something that involves squatting on the dance floor.
Sure. And so how long are the rehearsals? So tonight's the first one, and you'll meet everybody, and then they'll meet every day till Saturday?
Yeah, so
pretty much.
Today is an hour and a half.
Okay.
Because we have a meeting at the beginning just to welcome everyone, and they sign their life away to us at the very beginning. So
nice.
It's wonderful. I'm
sure
you
remember
that.
I do. Yeah. I do indeed.
And then the rest of it's just an hour. So we basically get 5 hours of rehearsal with them. Not a lot of time.
That's it. Just an hour a day.
Yeah.
The rest of the week.
Hour a day for the week.
So that is a lot. But you guys, I think, too, from my experience, can kind of, you try to get the star to kind of peak at the right time, right? And so the idea is to have them peak by Saturday, and to get ready. So that's kind of how it's designed, and you've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
Yes.
As you travel around the country, so.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
very exciting. Well, I'm looking forward to it, you guys, and thank you for coming in this morning.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much, Scott. It's been wonderful.
You bet. It is Dancing with Your Farmington Stars, everyone. Again, the performance is coming up this Saturday, 7 p.m., March 9th, at the Farmington Civic Center. If you didn't win tickets from us this morning, you can purchase them at the Farmington Civic Center. And again, the proceeds are going to help all the charities that we've talked about this morning. The winner will certainly get money for their charity, but I think all of them get a little something for being a part of this event. So it's always a great way to help spread the help around in the community.
Absolutely.
So wonderful. Well, thanks, you guys. Again, appreciate it very much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Scott. You have a good day.
All right.
Thanks for having us.
You are very welcome. That is Andrew Grenowitz and Leander Kung from the Utah Ballroom Dance Company, my guests here on KSJE. And I'll be back with more in just a moment, everybody. The time right now is 8:50. (8:52) KSJE. It is Monday morning and time for our Monday Reboot segment. That's when I get to talk with Lewis Campbell from Synergy Computer Systems here in Farmington. Good morning, Lewis.
Good morning.
Thank you for being with us. And this morning, I guess we're talking a little bit about Elon Musk, the chairman of Tesla and SpaceX, who's in the news again this week. And he's got another vehicle coming online. Is that what he's talking about?
Oh, yeah, the Model Y.
The Model Y, okay.
The Model Y is going to be to the Model X what the Model 3 was to the Model S, if that's not confusing enough. So it's basically going to be a lower cost version of the Model X.
Okay.
Not as low cost as the Model 3. It's going to be a little more expensive. It's also going to be a little heavier, so it's not going to go as far. But it's still a low cost version of the Model X.
Interesting.
So he's continuing with his low-costy stuff.
Right. Well, I think everybody that's familiar maybe with Teslas know that their sticker prices are a bit high, and they've been trying to bring them down over the years with some of these newer models. So this is kind of along those lines. It sounds like.
Right.
But it's still the same. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. The Model 3 is still going to be the lowest cost version. That's the one they just came out with.
Right.
That's the cheap version at $30,000, $33,000, I think. Although that price point hasn't quite been hit yet. The Model 3 has been selling at varying prices. And another thing Musk talked about this weekend was that they're going to try to solidify that $33,000 price for the Model 3.
Interesting. And I know he's having maybe a little challenges trying to keep up with demand and to rev up his manufacturing process and things like that. So that's all part of this as well, right?
Yeah, and they've actually, again, surprised people by doing better than expected on that. And one of the announcements coming along with the Model Y is that the Model Y is going to share like 75% of the components of the Model 3. So they made that announcement to me pretty obviously to assure investors that they're not going to have the same production problems because they're basically going to use a big chunk of the same manufacturing process and the same components as they are with what they've built for the Model 3.
I gotcha. Okay. And the full unveiling, I think, is going to be a little bit later on this month, on the 14th is what I'm seeing.
Yes.
Of the Model Y. It's an SUV, right? Style.
I think so.
According to a story I'm looking at here from The Verge.
So yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah. Interesting.
And another big news today, we can't end until we talk about this. Another big news today.
Yeah.
Linux 5.0 has been released, and I'm admittedly weak on my Linux knowledge, but this is, even if you're not a Linux person, this is a pretty big milestone. Linux 5.0, and they've packed it full of all kinds of new security and encryption features. One of the things they've done with Linux 5.0 is added encryption capability in the actual operating system, so that when it's running on, say, a smartphone, it's no longer as dependent on hardware encryption as before in order to keep your data private. So
Interesting.
There's lots of other things in there, but everybody, of course, in the Linux world is really excited about this Linux 5.0 release. Right.
And then Linux, of course, is this operating system, right, that's kind of open source, and it's an alternative, I suppose, to using Android or Microsoft or Apple.
Well, it's an alternative to Windows, and it's an alternative to Apple, but Android is Linux. Android
pardon me.
Is built on a Linux kernel. Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that.
Which is why the encryption thing is so exciting for people, because now they're thinking manufacturers are now going to be able to put in base encryption on smartphones, even if that are Android smartphones, even if the smartphones don't have hardware encryption built in.
Right. Got it. That makes sense. So this is very exciting, and I know there's a lot of people then that even try to use it for some of their needs, whether it's email servers or for industrial or commercial uses, right?
Oh yeah, Linux is big. Linux is definitely you can build an entire network just on Linux. You don't have to have Windows, and most Linux people are pretty fanatical about Linux and do just that. Most people that are into Linux, they do all Linux. Mm-hmm. They don't have Windows on any of their servers, workstations, whatever. But it's it's used in the corporate environment. It's used everywhere. It's a big deal.
Right, and I imagine it's a bit cheaper than going with the other bigger companies, right? Because it's open source and it's available.
Yeah, that's the one of the appeals of Linux, is because it's open source means basically no company owns the source code. They just put it out on the internet for people to modify as they will, and then turn back into Linux Torvalds and his organization to bless those modifications and release the actual version. But that means that the cost is significantly lower.
Right.
You can get versions of Linux for free, in fact. So it's very popular for that reason.
Interesting. Okay. Well, looking forward to that. And of course, again, it goes back to what we talk about all the time, which is security, right? And a lot of folks want to make sure that their phones can't get hacked, their PCs can't get hacked, their servers can't get hacked, and that's an ongoing battle with the nefarious elements of the World Wide Web, right, to try to hack into all these systems, whether it's running a power plant or running my light bulb in my smart house.
That's correct.
Interesting. Okay.
Absolutely correct.
Anything else to watch for here as we run out of time this morning?
Just for a last minute, something interesting, you know, Elon Musk wasn't just in the news for announcing the Model Y. Elon Musk was also in the news because Johnny Depp is now accusing Elon Musk of having an affair with Amber Heard. So I just thought that was kind of amusing. Don't know what's behind that, but it's something to look out for.
Never a dull moment, I guess,
Yep.
when you're in the spotlight. That's for sure. All right. Yep. Well, Lewis, I appreciate your time. Thanks for calling in this morning.
Thank you. Have a great day, a great week, everyone.
All right, you too. That is Lewis Campbell from Synergy Computer System. He's my guest every Monday at this hour. He's talking about technology with me right here on KSJE Farmington. Have a great Monday, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Did you enjoy that podcast? We hope that you did. And if you did, share it with your friends. And if you really want to keep podcasts like this coming, please support KSJE. You can do it easily online at ksje.com.